All right. Oh, look, it's working. All right. So yeah, if you guys want to talk about your characters,
You go first.
Are we doing like meet up? Are we already friends or?
so you guys are going to be starting at a party. So let me. Or here, all. All right, let me ask. Do you guys want to know each other beforehand? You're going to meet at a party in the same town. We'll say you guys both live in this town, but you know, or you're at least both there. At the party, you're not uninvited or anything. Uh, but if you want, I can just explain that setting a little more detailed, and then you can decide on if you want a meet cute or not.
Um, well, as it's always important. Um, so I guess I'll just describe my character. There's no big cool reveal. I play a half-orc warlock named I named him Brinjin. Um, Pact of the Fiend, lawful evil. Um, background of being a highway robber, so he's a highwayman.
Okay.
Um, his patron is what did I texted that to you. Shargos. Shargos is the orcish god of trickery and stuff like that. Robber, like specifically of thieves and highway like trickery. And so Lord of the Night. And so wanted to be the best highwayman ever, and traded his soul and donates a stolen item every month to his patron in
Okay.
exchange for the powers Pact of the Blade. And so, primarily melee. Um, so I think they're referred to as a blade lock if you want to use the D&D parlance. So that will be my character. Has the ability through incantations. So warlocks have not many spell slots, but they get these things called incantations. And so has the mask of many faces, and that can cast disguise self at will. And so, based on the fact that he gets his powers from the orcish god of trickery, spends most of his time um, disguised as weak, helpless individuals in order to then transform into a uh, powerful, great axe bearing orc and kill and rob. So,
Nice guy.
great guy, fun at parties. I'm so glad that you say, like we're not busting out of prison. We're not. No, this is going to work so well for my character that I designed for a one shot that I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, sorry, I know the whole premise is a surprise.
No, that's totally cool. High in the physical stats and charisma, negative on both intelligence and wisdom, muscles and uh, you know, mostly intimidation, deception rather than um, whatever. Really good at making you give me what he wants.
All right.
That is brain gym.
What's your race?
Half orc.
Half orc. Warlock.
Half orc warlock.
Okay.
Actually, like I really like this guy. I'm thinking about trying to figure out a way to make him my real guy.
All right.
Just got a new real guy.
Short tweaks. I know, but he'll die. I'm not good at keeping people alive.
We all die eventually.
Yep. So, my character is Baruch. I'm a fire genasi monk. I think of a mix between Ryu and what's the character's name, like Kuma or whatever the alternate character that's like in black that's similar to Ryu and Ken in these games. But that kind of appearance, kind of brownish skin, black hair, bronze eyes. My monastic tradition is the Way of the Shadow. Yeah, Way of the Shadow. And so my background is urban bounty hunter, but I'm basically like a ninja. Um, I'm trying to play a strict neutral character. Idea is that I was, I don't know, orphaned at some young age and grew up on the streets and was taken in by this monastery and learned their ways. And I've basically been traveling around just kind of doing mercenary bounty hunter type jobs. So I'm incredibly dexterous. Let's see, what are my stats? In high dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom are all pretty good, but strength and charisma are actually pretty low, or relatively low.
We complement each other well.
Yeah, so I'm all about stealth and deception and acrobatics and insight as well. So yeah, so I was about like hiding in the shadows and trapping people, finding them.
That's pretty cool.
I'm down for the dark, so
I just,
Yeah, so it will work pretty well together.
yeah.
it actually this is gonna work. Having no previous discussions,
What is your alignment?
lawful evil.
Lawful evil. Well, I'm neutral, so let's see.
So it can work. My thought process of being like, not necessarily like evil in the sense of like I torture because it's fun. Like I didn't want to be chaotic evil, but like, I just feel like look, I've got a code and I'm a highwayman, and if I want what you have, I'm gonna get it.
I feel like playing or like role playing evil just in this game is hard to like explain.
The motivation.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
motivation. I feel like that's the hardest part.
I do. I really selfishness.
Mhm.
Is what I'm going for, rather than like I'm not trying to bring about the end of the world. I'm not trying to bring, like I'm not.
No, I totally get that.
Kill
So
and
it's
steal.
like,
Just
what-
like
No, I totally get that. It's like whenever I think about that character, I'm like, how do I justify why I would bother going on errands for people?
and so that's why I was. This is a one shot. If
Right.
this doesn't work out, it's gone.
Yeah.
Rather than like trying to roll this guy as my full time.
Mhm.
And I've been intrigued by warlocks. I wanted to see.
Yeah.
And the more I looked into them, the more I'm like, dang, this is actually really cool. So it's very few spell slots, but they recover a short rest.
Right.
Yeah. And they're always cast at their highest level. So there's
Yeah.
no such thing as first level, second level, third level. It's always seventh. Yeah, 14. It's always seventh level.
Yeah.
If I cast a spell, I'm casting a seventh level spell, but I only have 3 of them. But I get incantations, which work very similar. So I can cast Alter Self at will. I can see in magical or non-magical darkness. This kind of stuff. Like, so, I
It
don't know.
feels hard to do a not evil warlock also.
Definitely Pact of the Fiend, or having a patron who's a fiend would lend to an evil, in this case an evil god, but there could be archdevils and stuff. But you can do things like have you read the
I'm gonna say no, but please continue with the questions.
okay, then you should read, and I'm totally blanking on the character's name. It'll come to me, and it'll come to me halfway through. But he plays a wizard, a sorcerer in present day Chicago. But it's like very New Orleans style.
Mhm.
And so he's a wizard. He refers to himself as a wizard because it's not none of the
You're talking about a book, not a.
There were a series of books. They were made into a TV show that was on Dresden, the Dresden Files.
Okay.
Really good, really good. But he's got an archfey as a godmother, and he's got an agreement with her. Like you could explain that as him being a warlock in D&D terms, because there's this archfey, literally the queen of the fae is his godmother, and he's entered into a contract or agreement with her, and like it doesn't turn out well for him ever, And so it's not that he's trying to do bad. He's a good guy. He's literally a detective that helps the Chicago PD, as wizards do. But yeah, so you could play something like that, I think, pretty easily. And you should read the Dresden Files. They're good books.
Yeah, I think I have two up on Netflix.
Are those shows on Netflix?
There were some on Netflix at some point,
Okay.
or at least one of the streaming services, if not Netflix.
Right. I never watched the
There's about
show.
half a dozen.
I never watched the show, but I enjoyed the books. Anyway.
All right. Well, that works. Okay. Just for the record, we're going to be doing the Under Reveler's Feet one shot from the prepared book put out by Kobold Press. You two find yourselves, we'll say not near each other since you don't know each other, but you two are inside of a giant banquet hall. At the head of the hall, Queen Gala is on a dais with a raised table, ending her speech. She has just defeated the followers of Dur and had decreed a party at the end of this uprising against her. It has lasted for 6 weeks. During that 6 weeks, you guys have wandered into town and have enjoyed a free party on the queen of the area. So she ends her speech with, "Let nothing end the feast by the river. Let the celebration of our enemies vanquishing ring out night and day for eternity. Let the bones of our enemies and our prey mingle below our feet. This is your time, our time, the best time." As everybody raises a hearty toast, people continue on just eating, drinking, making merry. There's some minstrels around playing music, some bards around singing, and all sorts of people just having fun. What would you be doing at the party?
Drinking, mingling, seeing if there's bubbles that may go unnoticed.
Okay.
If there's someone opulently dressed that looks like they've had a little bit too much wine, maybe they forget over hearing.
All right. That works. How about you? What would you be doing?
Probably standing off the side by myself, not mingling with anybody, not really engaging or talking with anybody.
Do you not have to eat? I know that's kind of a weird question, but
I think so.
okay. All right. I just have to say something. All right. Outside of the feasting hall is a swiftly moving river. The owner of the hall is a man named Johann Baith. He is quite ecstatic with this party having lasted so long. He just received a new shipment earlier this day, restocking his storeroom underneath the hall. And as you stand off to the side, you can hear him discussing with one of his underlings as they talk. Or go ahead and give me a perception check. We'll do it that way to see how much you pick up on.
Ooh, 5.
5. Okay. Basically, all you can gather is that a couple of the employees have gone missing, and people are complaining about a bad smell coming from a certain part of the room. So we'll just go with that.
Right.
With the 5. That's just something you pick up just as a side investigation. But Johann is one of those people that's well dressed and is definitely making his way around to the other more wealthy people at the party. So you pick up on this and maybe start tailing him to see if is that something character would do?
Probably see if I can pick up some valuable information. Just try and listen. Probably would have cast disguise self, in order to appear to be human and well dressed enough that I deserve to be at a regal party. Not coming in looking like a highwayman. Maybe an older human male.
Okay.
but something that I would think would be out of sight, out of mind as soon as someone turned away. Just completely average
Okay.
in all fashions.
And so you're standing next to Johan as he's talking to another wealthy individual, seeing what you could pick up. And we'll go ahead and get a perception check from you.
That is not going to be my world. Let's see. Perception at -1. And I rolled an 8, putting that at a 7.
7. Okay. So you overhear the guest asking, what about this unpleasantness last night? Did everybody make it out okay? Johan replies with, oh, everything's fine. Everything's fine. We have to take somebody to the hospital, but everybody's going to be fine now. There's nothing to worry about with the rooms, and we'll get that smell taken care of in that house up. And he moves on to somebody else. We'll say that the party continues for a little bit. You guys just enjoy yourselves, not too long, but maybe about half an hour later. All of a sudden, there is a shriek from one of the guests as she falls over backwards onto the table, and it happened to be that one that Johan was telling not to worry anything about. And as she fell backwards onto the table, everyone's eyes turned to her, and her bones from her spine start to come through her stomach as her spine is ripped in half, and just kind of alien style, just some bones right out of her stomach there. She's dead on the table now. Johan is freaking out quite a bit, yelling orders at the employees that he has around. It appears that there's a couple more people that have a couple more employees there, or I should say a couple fewer employees there than when the evening first started. And they work quickly to get everything cleaned up and out of the way. And,
How close am I to the corpse?
Let's see, would you still have been hanging around off to the sides, or would you have been in the middle of things? This one was pretty right in the middle of everything.
I probably would have been on the sides, but
So it's a big banquet hall about.
would I be close enough that I could get over to the corpse itself?
Oh yes, definitely. You
Okay.
can get, you scoot over to it.
So then I go and I start to cradle. Did I remember hearing the woman's name earlier, or was there anyone with her?
There was nobody with her.
Okay.
You remember that her name started with Mill, like maybe Mildred Wilson, something like that.
So I see what I can do, and if I need to roll deception or something, but I start to cradle Mildred, and I start calling her Mildred, and what's her age?
She's in her 30s. She's a human.
30s. So I said I was an older male, and so I start just stroking her hair and just crying and bawling. Oh, my precious Mildred, my daughter, my precious Mildred. And I say, where, what happened? And I'm trying to take the corpse.
Okay. Can we get a performance check?
Performance, you can get a performance check. Performance.
I'm also gonna want to try to see if I can figure out what if I see anybody that is reacting strangely to this. Like if somebody's
Okay.
dying, does somebody look like they're happy, or like they look like they're headed the opposite way when everybody's going one way or something like that. So after his,
So I rolled 13 on performance. It's deception. It's 18.
There's deception. It's 18.
So
Okay. No. I think 13's enough in the chaos. Johan tries to console you and just say, let's get her off to the side so we can get this taken care of.
Oh, my precious daughter Mildred.
While he's doing that, would you mind giving me a perception check again? I think there's a better one.
12.
12. Okay. As you look around, Most people are frozen. There's some
Frozen as in they're just like
just shocked.
Okay,
Yeah.
not petrified.
We're playing
We're playing
Dungeons and
D&D.
Dragons.
Anything. Good point. No, most people are just in shock, and so they have stopped what they're doing.
Mhm.
You have a few people that are a little more intoxicated than others who seem to not be paying attention to what's going on, and then you have some employees that have gathered off to the side. Some of the servers have gathered off to the side, talking to each other, but you don't see anyone particularly enjoying the scene,
Okay.
as it were. So let's see. So you're with Johan, and what are you going to do at this point? They are moving off to the side. Are you going to follow them, or head
I
towards
mean,
the employees, or what do you want to do?
well, surveying the room and not seeing anything else that seems more interesting. I'm curious to follow these folks. Where are they going?
Johan is taking him towards the front door. He wants to get him out, and her especially, out of the.
So I'm
the
bawling. I'm so upset. Oh, my Mildred. Oh, Mildred. She was gonna inherit my mill. And now I have no heirs, no heirs. Give us a minute, please. Please just.
Johan calls one of the servers over and it's like, just stay with this man, make sure that his needs are taken care of, and if you could keep them quiet, that'd be great.
Maybe, is there a side room? I'm asking now.
Yes.
The servant. Is there a side room I could just have a minute with my, maybe 10 minutes with my Mildred? It's an oddly specific time that in no way coincides with my ability to speak with the dead.
We established, do we know each other?
You guys don't know each other.
Okay.
You guys don't know each other. So the servant's going to take you down to the storeroom underneath.
I
the hall.
am thrilled by this turn of events, and I just
Real quick, what is the lighting like in this room? Is there any area that are dim?
Oh yes, the corners are
Uh-huh.
definitely dimmer compared to the rest.
Okay.
It's pretty well lit.
So I'm
But,
going to a corner,
Uh-huh.
and one of the more features for the way of the shadow at 11th level, if you're in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use an action to become invisible.
Okay.
So I do.
Okay.
I become invisible, and then I will stay invisible until I make an attack, cast a spell, or in an area of bright light. Now, do I have to traverse through an area of bright light to follow
As
after?
long as you stay against the walls, you'll be
Okay.
You'll be in a dark enough area.
In case it comes up, another thing that I can do when I'm in dim light or darkness, I can use a bonus action to teleport up to 60 feet to another unoccupied space that I can see that is also dim light or darkness. So if there is ever a gap, I can just
Yeah.
Be a
teleport.
shadow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
We are gonna work well.
So I'm
I want to have this duo be real life.
so I'm following after to see what is happening.
My perception is not very high, so I'm not even gonna roll to see if I know a literal monk is following me in invisibility.
If you would, I
Okay.
can give you a stealth roll.
I'm sure it's
Um,
sufficient to my negative perception.
We'll say stealth.
Okay.
Yeah. If you were going to do it, I was going to give you advantage anyways. I mean, you're invisible.
Literally invisible.
So, and most people aren't trying to
Right.
look for anything right
So-
I rolled crappily, but I have a +9 to stealth.
Yeah.
There's a 16
yeah.
in case it.
So I turn to the servant. I say, just can you give me a minute? Just maybe could you just?
Would either of y'all like a drink, by the way?
Sure.
This is my last drink, so I have water, some of those Izzy fruit drinks.
Do you have any of the blackberries?
Ginger ale, yes.
I'll take the blackberries.
Blackberry, all right.
Don't want to take the last one. So.
Water sounds good.
Just the water?
Yes.
Especially if I ever talk in my old man voice again.
Well, I haven't spoken yet. I'll break up my.
Well, that's not my character's voice. That's just I'm disguised as an old man.
He's like, real voices like this.
It is. That's why I got such high intimidation.
But you have to play
The 6 foot high taller.
half word.
That works.
It's the
The
Mike,
other half
it's
was
the
like
Mike
those
Tyson.
fantasy.
It's the Mike Tyson approach to intimidation.
There you go.
Can you please just give us a minute?
The server is all too happy to leave you down here alone.
I'm literally carrying a corpse with the ribs sticking out of it.
Yeah.
So
Yes, her ribcage is open. So as you enter the storeroom, I'll give you some. Also, are you following them as they head off?
Them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm following
So,
to see what's happening.
As you guys enter the storeroom, the cold stone storeroom of the River's Bend Feast Hall is stocked to bursting capacity. As I said, been restocked just that morning. Hanging from the ceiling are countless haunches and whole sides of game and livestock. Barrels of mead and wine line the walls, under overflowing shelves of preserves, cheeses, and breads. Under the pleasant aroma of food, though, is a note of rot coming from one particular corner.
that's something I'll investigate in a second. In the meantime, however, I look.
So you guys have gone downstairs
Okay.
under it. You can hear everybody above you, just to give you kind of a sense of place. The room that you're in now is about 30 feet by 50 feet, in a rectangle. And you are literally under the ground,
Okay.
just in case that has any effect on anybody.
I'm still just observing.
Okay.
I do a quick look around, see if anyone is in with us.
Okay.
I believe that I'm alone, I use Whispers of the Grave. I can cast Speak with Dead at will.
Mhm.
So I do. Speak with Dead. I partially revive a corpse and I can ask it questions. It resumes death after the duration of the corpse. It must have a mouth and can't be undead. Corpse can be targeted by the spell once every 10 days. I can ask it up to 5 questions. If it knows, it only knows what it knew in life, including languages. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, repetitive, and offer no compulsion to answer truthfully. The spell doesn't return the soul to the body, so it can't learn new information. It doesn't understand anything that's happened since it died, and can't speculate about the future.
Okay.
So the same thing that indicated that this would be an audible response from the dead, or a.
So I would assume so because it
It's a mouth.
specifically says
Yeah.
it must have a mouth.
Okay.
So I would take it to be like I'm
Okay,
I'm
just want to make sure
having
it's
a
not like
conversation.
voices in your head response kind of thing. Okay.
I mean, I could read.
So I just wanted to make sure I could hear it.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No.
We all agree. It's fine.
I guess that's true. I should probably use this version as opposed to looking up Speak with Dead. Hey, pretty much the exact same stuff. So I cast
Yeah.
Speak with Dead.
Since the requirement is that the creature has a mouth, I'm going to say the creature has to use its mouth to converse. So that's how you're speaking. And how long does it last for?
10 minutes.
Okay.
It takes an action, lasts for 10 minutes. Like I say, I can cast it will, it doesn't take a spell slot. But it can only be targeted once every 10 days.
Okay.
So I can't just like keep reviving the same corpse.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I'm no longer trying to masquerade my old man voice. And I say, Mildred, what happened to you?
She wakes up. What? What's going on? What? Wait, like she's alive, right? Or
No.
temporarily.
Yeah, she can answer, but her
Yeah.
soul hasn't returned.
Oh,
So it just knows what it knows.
just knows what else. Right. She's like, what? What happened?
You died, and so you're dead now.
She looks down. She goes, oh, yeah, this would kill somebody.
Yeah, what's on the inside shouldn't be on what's on the outside, and that's what's happening. So you're dead now.
Man, I thought that curse rumor was just a rumor. I didn't think Johann said that there wasn't anything to worry about, but this seems like something to worry about.
Not anymore for you. Pretty much the worst has happened.
You making jokes?
Yes.
I'm dead here. Man,
I-
this is Well, okay, that's fair.
So
That's fair.
pretty much, I'm using you for information, and that's it. So
Are you gonna get the guy that did this to me?
if it benefits me, I mean, not like in some sort of vengeance thing. I'm not like that orc. That's not my jam. But
I was always a big Backwork fan in life.
some of the better comics, I think, were bad orc comics. Anyway, I think we're getting sidetracked.
I'm sorry.
No, it's partially my fault. I accept responsibility. It really, it's not cool. If there was someone like hiding in the shadows and listening to this conversation, I would be embarrassed. I mean, this isn't normally how it goes. It's kind of the awkwardness of a blind date,
I'm
but
thinking
you're
to
like
myself,
dead.
"Man, this guy should be embarrassed."
I really, yeah. If I had any sort of wisdom, I would be. I don't. So yes, what we were talking about, a corpse rumor or curse rumor. Something. Can you tell me more about the curse rumor?
Yeah. Ever since the party began, it seems like somebody has died pretty much every day.
How long does the party go continue?
Oh, uh, it's been going on about 6 weeks now. A lot of people. We're a big city though. People die every day. Some people have choked on food. Some people have tripped and fallen and broken their necks. Some people have, accidentally been stabbed. Uh, and then apparently one of us got her spine and rib cage burst through her abdomen. So this is definitely the most gruesome. Though I guess last night was kind of gruesome when that light fixture fell down and crushed that other lady.
Yeah, someone's been watching too much. The Phantom of the Opera. I would imagine. So there's a curse. Someone's died every day. You've died today in a gruesome fashion. Um, I heard you talking about a smell, and I'm smelling something here that doesn't smell too good. Do you know anything about that?
No, it started shortly after the party. Johann's place is the biggest banquet hall in town, and that's why the queen's using it for this
Sure,
party.
sure.
Which it's a shame to miss out. The party's supposed to last a whole year, uh, but that's all I got on that.
I mean, that's why I came to town. And so it's good. Um, Man, I wish that it would. I used to have a partner, and he was like a kick-ass ninja monk guy, and like he used to know things. And if I could find someone that could help me out like that, that would be good. But since it's only me and
Are you asking me for references?
no,
Okay,
no,
because I don't know anyone.
you don't know any ninjas.
I don't know any niggas, and I
You should
don't know if
really-
they want to talk to me.
I'm starting this interest in this conversation.
This conversation is awesome.
I'm just gonna leave.
Um,
Well, I'm not learning anything here.
so,
Yeah.
how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I feel like there's everything that you're supposed to tell me has been told.
Okay.
But
Well, I'll just wait here now. Unless this spell could be cut off early, then I'm just.
I mean, we got 10 minutes and I got 5 questions. Is there another question?
Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna make myself appear, make myself visible, and walk out of the shadows.
Okay.
Uh,
Are you in front of or behind Mildred?
I'm over. I'm probably at this point. I'm to the side of them, like at a
Okay.
90-degree.
All right.
To both of
He
them.
doesn't see you then.
Okay, so I say, were you here with anyone?
Oh. Well, we may have found that ninja for you.
That's a good question. Were you here with anyone?
That's 2 questions now. You voiced it, one.
I'm not good.
No, just me, some friends, I guess, but nothing particular. Everybody's been coming and going to the party. Every chance that we get, we're here. Life goes on outside of this building for the rest of the town, but every chance we get, who wouldn't want free food and drinks and plenty of guys,
These other victims. Who were they?
Oh, you know, a lot of them have been soldiers, actually. People that have fought. You know, my dad, he was a soldier. He died in the battles. But a lot of the other victims have been soldiers. Now that you mention it, but I mean, a lot of the guys in this town are either part of the town guard or part of the army or the navy. We have a river navy.
Do you know anyone who might have had it out for you?
Me in particular, no. No, I mean, Dur is the being that all the rebels were worshiping. I don't know if Dur's got some problems with the queen. Probably
Is
killed
there,
all his followers.
is there a temple or site of worship for Dur?
No, not here. There was a makeshift one that the rebels had set up, but that was all burned and destroyed. Rumor was back before the rebellion officially started, a lot of them were friends with Johann and used to hang out here. But once the queen started her war, he cut off all those ties. War's been going on for several months now, so I think he's been on the up and up.
I think it's clear what happened here.
I say, yup, I turn invisible.
Whoa! You definitely found a ninja.
I think I did. I was thinking bad seafood.
I turn visible again. I haven't moved anywhere. I'm like,
I'm gonna check out Johan.
Yeah, it's probably a seafood that's causing the problem.
I shake my head and I turn invisible, but then I turn invisible again. I'm like,
And I indicate that I'm going that way.
All right, so this is taking 8 minutes.
Um,
So does it still end, or is Mildred just there?
you said you could ask.
Yeah,
five
so I can ask 5 questions. Similar to life, the semblance of life and intelligence, allowing to answer questions. So it's not alive; it just says the semblance of it.
All right,
Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse with 5 questions. So
so we're out.
yeah,
Questions. We're good. All
I
right,
think that's it.
Mildred. No more noise is made. Her eyes closed. She's dead. You're in the storeroom.
Not sure what else to do, and being the kind of person that just sweeps under the rug as opposed to actually dealing with the problem, I stuffed Mildred in an empty salt pork barrel
Okay.
and closed the lid, and I figure that's done for. And then I cast Alter Self, and I'm no longer the old gentleman that I was, and I'm now a completely different. I'm like a half elf,
Okay.
just.
It's definitely
Teenager.
it's a human and humanoid town, so you definitely want to blend in there. So half elf is good.
Okay, yeah. So that's. I mean, I just don't want. I don't want someone to see me and be like, remember me as being the person with Mildred.
Yeah.
So I turn myself into like just a typical young half elf.
What time of day is this?
This is evening time. It was around sunset when the queen was giving her speech. So it's still pretty early on. You're looking at maybe 8, maybe 9. In the
Okay. I would like to remember where that corpse is though.
Okay.
So I mark the lid in a fashion that I would be able to come find that corpse again later on.
Okay. So yeah, this party goes 24/7 though. So there's still people upstairs. They're still going.
But you said that I smelled something fishy in here.
Yeah, in the opposite corner of the room from where you entered is a door that goes into another room. You don't know what's on the other side of that. You just know there's a door over there, and the smell gets stronger on that side of the room.
Not knowing where my invisible ninja friend is.
Given the fact that give me a history check.
Yeah, that's not.
Would I also?
Yeah, go ahead and give one. Just you might be able to interrupt him.
A history check.
Yeah.
I rolled a 7.
I also did a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went back invisible and I'm
So
just kind of staying in the shadows.
yeah,
Seeing what's
I
happening.
checked the door. Is it locked?
No, it's not locked.
Do we see Johan as we go right there?
Johan's not around.
I'm still in the storeroom.
Oh, you're in the store. Okay.
So because there was a smelly door.
Okay, gotcha.
If you want to
Yeah,
open it a
I would
little
like
bit.
to open it.
It's mostly dark inside. There's
Not
like
a
one
problem.
lantern to your right, and you quickly realize this is the waste room. So everything that's been discarded, trash, etc. There's plenty of bones from animals, just all sorts of stuff down here.
But nothing that would indicate like, okay, it was smelly. I instantly see because of trash.
It's that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
bad, but this party's been going on for 6 weeks.
Right.
Stop. They may not have ever emptied this room in 6 weeks.
So that's my character now says, I smelled something fishy.
Yeah.
It's trash. I'm good. I close the door and I'm going to go back to the party, hoping to run into this ninja that I now think is the coolest human being of all time.
I'm gonna make my way back upstairs.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna try to find a vantage point. Is there any elevated positions that I'd be able to get to that would still be in shadows?
No, really, the only elevated position is the dais that the queen was on earlier. She has left, and then attached. What's it called? Attached around the room are some small rooms, closets, and an office for Johan. You don't see Johan. He may be inside one of those places or he had stepped outside.
Okay.
But I mean, you can skirt around the edges of the banquet hall pretty easily. The lighting is mostly on stands, that are, 1/3 and 2/3 into the room, not necessarily lighting the walls.
Okay. I'm gonna come out of the shadows and I'm turn myself visible again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna head outside, see if I see Johan. Or whenever we went downstairs, do I recall what direction he headed? If he was gonna be going one way or the other?
Yeah, he was heading towards the opposite corner along the front wall. The storeroom is near the front door. Makes it easy to load and unload. He was going towards the opposite corner of that. There is a door in the wall there, just kind of on the other side of the front door.
Is it in shadow where I'd be able to be invisible?
That one has a light outside of it.
Okay.
That one has a light outside of it.
Am I
There's a
speaking to
door.
am I with him?
You just walked upstairs, right? That's all he did is walk upstairs. So it's you guys, and then about 60 feet or 80 feet across to the door that Johan had headed towards. You can tell it's ajar,
Mhm.
and about halfway in between is the entrance to the banquet hall.
Okay. So I'm gonna find what's your character's name?
Brendan.
Brendan. I'm gonna find Brendan as he ascends the stairs, and I'm gonna say to him, Johan appeared to be headed towards that doorway as we were descending. I prefer not to be seen, but as one who apparently can change shape, I suggest you lead the way. Perhaps you can make your way from that doorway and see where it leads. Perhaps Johan went that way.
I think now I'm half up. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think he knows more than he's gonna say.
Mhm.
But he'll tell me. People tell me things. So walk across the banquet. Excuse me. Oh, pardon. Excuse me. Just no, not a problem. Excuse me. Make my way across and
You encounter no trouble making your way across.
I'm a charismatic SOB. And so I get to the other side and try and go through the door that I think Johan walked through.
You said it was ajar, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's ajar.
I'm gonna position myself so I can kind of see as he opens the door, but I'm not standing next to him, so it's not obvious that I'm with him.
Johan is inside arguing with one of his subordinates. telling him, "You've got to get a handle on this." As the door opens, he turns to you and is just like, "Can I help you?"
Yes. Yeah. So there's you've had. Do you need anything? I'm very good. I can help. You need it. What are you getting a handle on?
He lets his server go and it's like, just get back on the floor and make sure the guests are happy and do something about that smell. And find some more people to handle the trash. As the server scurries out, he says, "Well, I don't know if you could help me, but I've had some people go missing, and I need somebody that could find out what the heck is going on around here. I'm just having a string of bad luck lately. At the same time, I'm having the best luck of my life. I've been rented out for 6 weeks straight. I'm making a killing here, and I can't keep any good help."
It's an excellent party. I've heard some rumors of like a curse, and I
Yeah,
just
there is no curse.
no.
I don't know what you're
rumors
talking about.
rumors only on. But
Talk.
yeah, people talk. But I solve problems. I like to solve problems. I solve problems for people. I was just wondering if you needed some problem solved, and it sounds like you do. So, Johan, if I could help find out what was going on, what would be in it for me?
He thinks for a minute. "Well, I had the 2 trash boys disappear today. I had 2 more disappear earlier this week. I've got that. If you can make the problem stop, if you can figure out what's going on and make it stop, I've got 500 gold pieces with your name on it."
600 sounds like a little more of something that happens for this kind of thing, but I think that you can figure out 600. I'll make it stop. What would you say would be your
We'll do a persuasion check on the 600.
Oh yeah, I can win. That I roll really high when we talk about persuasion.
Are you saying this? Because that would be hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an 11, and my persuasion I am not proficient in that one, so it's only a 14.
Okay, it's
I
okay.
need to do more deceiving and intimidating.
Yeah, no, but for the record, he does have a DC of 14, so you're good.
Well,
As far
okay.
as persuasion goes.
So yeah, 600 seems like more appropriate.
He throws up his hands. He's like, "Fine, I don't care. 600.
Absolutely. That sounds like more of what I was
If
thinking.
you can get it done." The last person I hired for 300 never showed back up.
And that's what you get for, these kind of things, you get what you pay for. And if you just pay for the bus, you pay for me. And so, yeah, so what I was thinking, for a good starting spot, what would you say would be your high, what do you think is happening?
All I know is that the people that I hired to take out the trash disappear. They don't quit. They don't tell anybody they're leaving. They don't pick up the checks.
Yeah,
They just go to take out the trash.
Is he standing in the bright light, or like, what's the lighting situation around him? I want to know, what's the lighting situation?
I'm about to cast darkness everywhere I go. I have magical darkness around me to help him out.
You're just in the doorway.
Sure.
Oh, so you said there was a
So
light?
there's a candle outside the doorway.
So, okay, so also.
So he's kind of backlit by that. Inside, there's also a couple candles on Johan's desk. So the room is lit. I wouldn't call it bright, but just normal lighting.
Okay, so as a, no, I'll leave it for now.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yohan, if your employees are quitting without notice, then maybe it's time for you to look at your employment benefits package and.
Yeah, that'd be great. But
I
why does
think-
one of my guests die every day? We only had 13 deaths here before this party.
Yeah.
Now I've had 36.
Okay, that's a lot. Maybe you should look at your seafood supplier. It sounds like that truck. It could be that truck. That's one possible explanation.
Johan is very indignant. What you don't know is that his brother is the shrimp supplier.
Well.
He is now taking personal
River
offense.
shrimp?
Yeah,
crawfish. We call those crawfish sometimes. So this is what happens.
I have the finest shrimp the river has to offer. My brother
Yes.
brings them in every morning, every other morning.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Every 5 days, I get fresh shrimp. I don't see what the problem is.
That's just one possible and absolute option. It could not be the shrimp. Do you know anything else that could help me?
No, I hired you to figure out what you need.
That's true.
I don't know if you're from this town. The way things usually work is people pay you to do things, you do that. That's how it works. It's pretty simple. It's a very simple process. I was actually thinking there was a third step. After talking through it, there's only 2 steps.
Yeah, sure. He's now looking at a 6.5-foot orc holding
He is terrified.
a
We'll go ahead and do an intimidation check, but I'm pretty sure.
yeah, a great axe. That is a 19 plus 8, so that is a 27.
You now smell something.
Yeah.
He said, or maybe there is a third step. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. You tell me. What do I need to tell you? We agreed on 600, right? That's the.
It's 1,000 now.
I don't.
And no, shut up. So here's the problem. I've heard rumors that some of the worshippers of a god that I don't remember right now. I don't remember things well. But what I do know,
So the voice is like, yeah, there.
it could have been dirt. Look, this is not my world. What I do know is that the rumors are that they used to worship here and they used to worship with you. And I need to know right now if that has anything to do with what's going on.
He's sullen. He's given up any errors that he was putting on. He says, yes, I think when the queen declared war on the rebels, I cut myself off from my compatriots, and I think that they cursed me, and that's what this is. We had no shrine to Dur. None of that memorabilia was left here. I got rid of all of them. I care more about making money and not getting killed than I do about worshiping any god.
I can respect that.
So I kicked them out. Some of them died that same day. Some of them didn't make it out of town. But they're all dead now. I fear that they may have cursed me.
So normally there's like an adventure when I do these kind of things. I don't think there's an adventure right now. I think you're getting what you deserve. But here's the problem. You promised me 1,500 gold to solve this, so I'm going to solve it.
He's just nodding.
Okay. Johan, you are not going to move. You're not going to leave. If I have more questions, I'll find you here.
Okay. I can do that. I cannot do anything.
I once again become the same half elf that was before him. I say, okay. I think we understand each other. I think that we're going to get along. This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And I walk out of Johan's office.
Johan is wondering if you're a half elf that could change into a half orc, or a half orc that could change into a half elf. He's also wondering if you're always half of things. But these are questions Johan won't have answered.
That's a valid point. So I see, right?
I'm not invisible, so
You're not
I'm
invisible.
physically there, yeah.
I reach out and I say, I just go ahead. I'm speaking in my orcish voice, even though I look half elf. I assume we're kind of alone.
No one else is by the office.
Yeah.
Everybody's in the middle where the food and drinks and everything.
Sometimes you can hide pretty well in a crowd.
Mhm.
And so I say, I'm Bridget. I have
Okay.
a couple of skills, but it seems like you have a couple that may be helpful.
I'm Baruch. I have a couple skills as well. It sounds like we need to find his former compatriots. Where are they? to ask?
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. One second. I kicked the door in. Yeah. Well, it's
You're the one who closed that.
orcish voice, half elf body. Where can I find your compatriots?
We did everything downstairs, in the trash room. That's where we hid everything. I mean, they're all dead. That's where my compatriots are. They're all dead.
Are there corpses downstairs? Did you kill them in the trash room?
I mean, I didn't kill them there, but there are a couple bodies.
That works for me.
Okay.
Okay. Dude, sounds like you need to go downstairs, look in that room.
I think that's next to the plan. Excuse me. I made my way back across the party down to the storeroom.
I'm gonna go invisible again and make my way around so that no one sees me.
Okay.
Down in there.
Look, he can do it, so he's going to do it. I mean, that makes sense. That only
Yep.
just it makes sense.
So I'm gonna
That's
go
what I would do.
into the stairwell and then downstairs.
So yeah, back into the storeroom this time.
So you kind of vamped into the storeroom, right?
Well, I mean, I can see what is going on there. You get an ability to step from one shadow into another. You can teleport up to 60 feet in an occupied space that you can see. So I would not appear someplace that I could not have
Well,
seen.
you could get from the top of the stairs to the bottom of the stairs.
Yes. So that's just to say that I would not appear in a room where I didn't know what was going on. I would,
Yeah.
at least in terms of my line of sight, I would have been able to see it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be going through a wall or
So
something.
when you go from the top of the stairs to the bottom of the stairs, are you teleporting or are you walking
Is
down?
it dim light or what does it look like?
Yeah, there's a torch on the hall halfway down.
As long as I'm
Yeah.
in dim light, I can stay invisible. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in areas that are dim so that I'm not teleporting into something that would surprise me. But if I have to transport through it,
Okay.
then I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Well, let's say you walk downstairs. Can I get a stealth check as you go down the stairs?
Yes.
And you're walking down the stairs too?
Yes.
How far behind you are? How are you?
I don't see it. But I don't see it. 20.
20?
Maybe
Okay.
visible. So I'm just
Yeah.
walking at pace. I'm
And
not.
are you trying to stealth?
No.
No? Okay.
I have no reason to believe. And like for him, it's second nature just to sell it.
Yeah.
I have no reason to believe that I should sell it.
Okay. So as you reach the bottom of the stairs, he reaches the top of the stairs. We'll say he's making some noise since he's not stealthing. You happen to look at that corner, or give me a perception check. We'll do it this way.
Okay.
Don't want to lead too much.
13.
Yes. So as you get to the bottom stairs, you do a quick glance around the room, and you notice the door to the trash room closing right there.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what you got.
Okay. So would I've gotten there before him?
Yeah, you're at the bottom of the stairs. He's at the top.
Okay. Then I'm gonna.
The storeroom is well lit.
It is well lit, so I could not get into there.
Yeah.
Oh, without-
now you're in a well lit place.
Okay.
On the other side of the door, it is mostly black. Just that one little torch on the side, but here inside the storeroom, it's pretty well lit.
Okay. How big is the storeroom itself?
The storeroom, what did I say, about 30 feet by 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is creating the light in the storeroom?
So there's lanterns,
Okay.
pretty much hanging all the way around it.
Okay.
There's all sorts of shelves, tables, and then in the middle of the room, there's lots of carcasses of animals. Some of them have
Okay.
been cut, some of them aren't, but
Okay.
they're either being cured or have already been smoked.
Okay. So I'll wait at the bottom of the stairs for him where I'm still in dim light. I'll turn invisible, but I'll be waiting right there. Okay.
I get to the top of the stairs and start walking toward the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you guys can get to the door, you notice one of the pieces of meat that's hanging kind of shaking.
Okay.
Yeah, just shaking. It's the one closest to the door that you're headed towards.
Okay.
I keep walking.
I'm looking at it, and like you're going into the storeroom.
Okay.
So as he's going to do that, though, like as he's going to pass me before whatever happens, I'm going to say,
Perhaps we ought to check in there again.
So as soon as you get to that,
and then I turn invisible
okay.
in the shadows at the moment.
So you're
If we're getting
so the
into
only place
serious
that's
time,
really shadowed is by the two doors.
Yeah, I'm staying right there still by the stairwell that leads
In
down.
the stairwell.
And where the storeroom is, or where the door is it the 30-foot direction or the 60-foot?
It's the 60-foot.
So-
It's pretty much diagonal from you. So
Okay.
you gotta go both ways. Really.
Okay.
But it's on the diagonal side of the room.
Okay.
I once again become a half orc. I use an action and summon my great axe.
Is that a warlock thing? Like they summon their weapons instead of like sheathing and unsheathing them?
So for Pact of the Blade,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And so for Pact of the Blade, I'm got two weapons that can become my warlock weapons,
Mhm.
and I'm proficient in them regardless. And they summon at any point I need them to or want them to.
Okay.
So I summon my great axe, and I do that. Well, how is this room lit?
There's lanterns hanging around the walls
Okay.
every few feet. Just basically, you have a bunch of work tables with shelves underneath them and cupboards up above them, and in between the tabletops and the cupboards, there's.
So I
lanterns.
start walking around the wall,
Uh-huh.
dousing each lantern,
Okay.
and I'm walking around the entire the wall, like
Are they like not sconces or something? Or are they actual lanterns?
Like
They're
lanterns.
lanterns.
So I'm just dousing each one.
Okay.
Until the room becomes pitch black and you let me. If
Yeah.
nothing else happens.
Let's see. So, are you heading? So when you come in the door, you can either head to your left or straight ahead.
Would you like to use our dungeon tiles and the help?
I guess we can do the dungeon tiles.
So
Sounds like we're getting ready for something to happen.
something.
All right.
Did you just sing Trogdor?
I did.
The Burninator.
I remember this. All right. Let's see here. All right. So in terms of level, you said 30 by 60.
30 by 60. Yeah, it's a pretty big room.
So
Is it currently night?
So now it's going to be about 9:30. So
But you would declare this.
I would
I'm gonna
declare
do something.
The sun has set.
The first sentence is you can only cast this spell at night.
Okay. Yes.
It is
night.
currently night.
Yeah. The sun
Okay.
has set a couple hours ago.
trying to figure out.
So as I'm walking around, when I get to the barrel of salt beef or salt pork that I stashed the corpse of
That
Mildred.
was the other way.
So okay, whatever. But I'm going around dousing. When I get to that barrel, I stop. I open the barrel and I pull out the corpse and I create undead. I can do that
Well,
once.
let's get the room set up first.
All right.
Let's
So
do
this
that.
is 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, so but you're saying it's so
20,
So
30, 40. Let's see here. Trying to make sure I got enough. 50 and 60. There you go.
yeah. Okay. So you guys came in down here. The door to the trash room is this corner.
Would you like any? Wait, is that the door?
Yeah. So there's the door. There's the stairwell. We'll have
So that's the stairwell we
You
come
know
down.
what? I'm going to, since this one's all black, I'll do that over there. There's the trash room.
All right.
There's your stairwell is on that side. So the place where the barrel that you stored Mildred in is over here.
Okay,
Oh,
and
wonderful.
that's where I'm gonna start. I would like to walk the entire length, but when I get to the barrel with Mildred,
You're gonna start on this side?
I'm gonna start with that
Okay.
side. I'm gonna, the barrel and Mildred. It's more fun than a barrel and Mildred. And I wish I had 3 corpses. I don't have 3 corpses. I have 1 corpse.
Yes.
Do you need some objects
No.
to strew about the?
Don't you just wish you had more corpses?
I do. I'm
You
looking
can
long.
pretend that these are objects if you need placement for
Okay.
the whatever.
Well, most of the wall is taken up by tables and whatnot. So you can imagine these be tables that you're not going to be able to, do anything with. I don't remember that cover of this one.
Oh, that was the original.
That was the original.
The one you know is the cover.
All right, so there's some tables around like that and whatnot.
There's a waterfall if you need a waterfall.
Not for this one.
So is it active theme that makes me allows me to do this? So I can do this once per long rest.
Okay.
So it doesn't take a spell slot. Once per long rest, I can create undead. And so having only 1 corpse at my disposal, I'm gonna use it. And so I'm going to turn.
Sounds like Skyrim.
It does.
Probably is. It's like a game you play with.
It sounds
Okay,
like Skyrim,
it's
but it
my-
looks
it's-
like downtown.
Yeah, it's my Mystic Arcanum that allows me to do this. So that, I can do this once per long rest as my Mystic Arcanum, starting 11th level and at 13th level. I get 2 pretty high level spells that I can cast once per long rest. And so 6th level Create Undead, I can do without using a spell slot.
Okay.
And so I knew there was a reason it's Mystic Arcanum. And so Create Undead reads thusly. You can only create the spell you can only cast the spell at night. Choose up to 3 corpses, medium or small humanoids within range. Each corpse comes in ghoul under your control. The GM has the statistics for ghouls.
Okay.
I can have this to you. As a bonus,
The DM's dead, right?
and I've got the officer manual. I think that's where you're gonna find ghoul. So if you want to look at ghoul. As a bonus action, on each of my turns, I can mentally command any creature animated with this spell within 120 feet of me. If I've got multiple creatures, which I don't, because I only have 1 corpse, you can decide with the creature what action it can take, where to move, etc. Such as guard a particular chamber or corridor. I can, if I issue no command, the creature only defends itself against hostile creatures. Once given an order, the creature continues to follow this until this task is complete. The creature is under your control for 24 hours, after which it stops obeying any command you have given it. To contain control, you have to do it for another 24 hours. At 7th level or higher, which I do, I can animate up to 4 ghouls, but I don't have 4 corpses, so that doesn't matter. So, just to give you an idea, I now have a Mildred ghoul.
All right.
Oh, hi again. She wakes up. Back again?
And I can mentally control it now.
Are you gonna need a giant nest with eggs? Because I've got one. It's got about a 10-foot diameter.
It's not a small nest.
Just FYI.
That's,
Ooh.
not right now, but at breakfast.
In case you need some religious type dealies, there's a few options.
All right. Ghoul stacks. Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
All right.
All right. So as soon as you finish reanimating Mildred, that quivering carcass, a whole bunch of bones drop out of it and then spring back up into a skeleton. And you see a small humanoid skeleton there standing underneath the carcass. It hisses at you. And then you notice the other carcasses begin to quiver.
How many? Let's see. This happened right as he was getting that.
When Mildred raises as a ghoul.
Okay, so in terms of lighting, I was
trying to douse some of the
Yeah,
lights.
I was moving into the
Yes.
room as
So
he.
yeah, so he had doused, you started coming this way.
Yeah.
So he had been able to douse these ones.
Let me go grab my little markers just to help us out here.
Yeah, get a bunch. You need anything? You need another water?
No, I think I'm just going to refill this bottle.
I mean, we got a bunch of bottled water.
No, I'm good. I don't need to drink much bottled water. I always feel a little guilty about that.
Is your recycle down here behind the track?
Yes, the back one.
There. I think these will work
Alrighty.
You can try to find ones that are specific or.
Okay, so long as they're unique.
So as long as they aren't you guys.
Yeah, so long as they're unique, I don't mind.
Unique.
So you know that one shakes and falls out here. And as
I was gonna say that one with the headband guy really looks like my character. This guy. I think he's supposed to be a bandit, but I feel like this would be my guy.
actually we'll put this skeleton here, but we don't have enough skeletons for all of these guys. That's for sure. Do you have somebody that you want it to be?
Oh, I don't.
You
I guess
be
there's
color
something-
blue.
I can be the color blue. That's just fine with me. Let's see here.
Okay.
This guy looks like undead.
I have some undead ones that are numbered in here. If it'll make you like everybody here.
Well, there's going to be 25 of them.
Oh my goodness. Well then, maybe we just turn them upside down and make them just spots on the.
Yeah, we could do
on the
that.
board.
So the other carcasses are quivering, and they start dropping out. So each one of these is a skeleton. The skeletons are not holding any weapons. 2, 4, 5.
I'm just gonna put them on the board. You can move them wherever you want them to go.
Sure.
This would be a good time to have a turn undead spell.
I say, can you turn them in our favor as well?
This is a good time to say that in this one shot that we're playing, I multi-class in the cleric.
22.
I don't know that I can do that. I don't think I can.
This sounds like Zelda to me.
This is like
Okay.
yeah, 11 is all.
I was thinking.
Okay. Okay.
Listen, I'll have to tell you, there's this mobile game that I downloaded that uses all the graphics from Link to the Past. It's a totally different storyline, but they just ripped off all the graphics and everything. It's weird, but it's actually not a bad game.
Interesting.
So that being said, here are you, Mr. Blue.
Okay, where's my ghoul?
We'll make your ghoul green. Green ghoul.
Green. Okay.
There's your green ghoul.
Oh, fair enough. I
And,
don't feel like Mildred's gonna live very long in her second life against 25 skeletons, but
And
that is good to go.
You guys are, yep, you've got 25 skeletons in front of you.
Shoot, I rush in.
So, all right,
Well, do we need to
let's roll initiative.
initiative? Let's see here.
Oh, goodness gracious me. I'm a mighty 7. Do I need to roll a separate initiative from Mildred?
Oh, we'll have her go on this one. You got 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you and Mildred will go at the same time.
Okay.
For it, since you're going to be commanding her.
Let's do it.
So we begin top of the order with West.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have anything where you can hit more than one at a time.
Yeah, so I'm trying to decide what do I want to do here. So I'm going first.
Yes.
It's my turn to act first.
Yes, sir.
So I am going to. Is that guy right here?
Nope, that's Mildred.
That's Mildred. Okay. I'm going to step up and diagonally, meaning this direction, cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
I can only do it one time. The let's see here. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna step forward, place my hands up in front of me, Hadouken style,
That's what I was hoping for.
and a cone of fire shoots from my hands. It's 15 foot. It's up to you to decide if this is considered within 15 feet. You can either say that's
Yeah,
5 feet
we'll do
or
that. We'll just do 5 feet.
five. So all 8 of these skeletons, all of these undead, have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah.
And it is a DC of, let's see here, what is my saving DC? My dexterity saving throw. It's Constitution, your spellcasting. So
I got an 8. So let's see what the DC is.
I should have DC for sure. This Constitution is my spellcasting ability, so my DC would be what is my DC?
Isn't it 10?
Yeah, it should be 10 plus your Constitution modifier.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure. We're still saving. Maybe it's in combat. Attack rolls. Just want to make sure that my app is not helping. DC for resist under spells equals 8 plus your spell casting ability modifier plus your proficiency bonus plus an official modifier. So the 8 plus, and this is a Constitution, so my Constitution modifier is plus 3, so the 11 plus my proficiency is 5 is 16. So 16 is the DC.
So they failed. They got an 8.
All of them?
Yes.
Okay, so you're rolling from all together?
Yeah, I just rolled.
So they all take, so let's see here. Each of them takes, seriously, that's it? 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
Yeah. 3d6, I only get 5 damage.
That is
Yeah,
tough.
that's it.
They somehow with that vocal cord still let out a screech
Mhm.
in agony.
Mhm.
And it's now Joel's turn. They have not responded yet.
Yes. Trying to figure out exactly my best bet, whether to
have
Okay.
an area of effect roll off?
Oh, yes, I do. And I'm thinking that I am going, you said I'm blue?
Yes.
Sorry, Mildred.
I'm gonna make you this guy just so you're a person.
You can tell her to move.
Yeah, no, it doesn't much matter. She's not going to be long for this world, so I don't care.
Here, I'll make you a person here, so it's at least you remember it.
Should I do this, or should I just start slashing and bashing? I kind of just want to slash and bash. I guess I'm just gonna slash and bash and see what happens.
Okay.
It might be good. There's so many of them. All right, I'm doing it. Sorry, Mildred. I touch the ground and I cast Hallow. Hallow. So I made this holy or unholy power. I guess you can call it unholy power. You touch a point and infuse an area with unholy power. The area can have a radius of 60 feet, and the spell fails. The spell fails if it includes an area already under the effect of the Hallow spell. The affected area is subject to the following effects. First, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead cannot enter the area, and as such, creatures charm, frighten, or possess. Nor can such creatures charm, frighten, or possess creatures within inside of it. See, I don't want to do this. You can exclude one or more. Oh, you can exclude one or more of those types of creatures from the effect.
Okay.
I can exclude Mildred.
You can.
Second, you combine an extra effect to the area. Choose an effect from the following list, or a GM can affect. They can apply to creatures. You can designate whether it applies to all creatures. Creatures that follow a specific deity or leader, or specific types such as orcs or trolls. So courage, darkness. So I can make the whole area dark. I can make it daylight, energy, vulnerability, everlasting rest. See, that doesn't matter. I can make them not come fight us, but that's not helpful. That's not what I want to do. I'm instead going to do wall of fire.
Okay.
You can create a wall, a solid surface within range. How do I range 120 feet so I can cast it
Through the whole thing.
through the whole thing? It is 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Or I can make a ring wall 20 feet in diameter. I think I want to do a 60 foot long.
Shoot the whole thing.
I want to do that. So I'm going to do a wall of fire that's 60 feet long, shooting diagonally through as many of them as possible. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 5d8 fire damage or half as much as a successful. One side of the wall, selected by you when you cast the spell, deals an extra 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of the wall. A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall. At a higher level, which is 5th or higher, the damage increases 1d8 for every level above 4th, and I'm doing it at 7th.
Okay.
And so it's 5d8 plus 1d8 for every level above 4th. So an extra 3d8. So it's 8d8. And then one side of the wall, this side, everyone gets an extra d8. No, it takes an extra 5d8.
Okay.
So
Alright.
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Wall of Fire.
Okay. I don't think you're gonna have to roll that many dice.
So I'm just telling you that, okay, I'm going to cast it through there. And so everyone on this side takes, so everyone inside of it makes a dex save. And then everyone within 10 feet of it on this side takes an extra 5d8. And if they try and come through it on that side, they take an extra 13d8.
We'll do the dex save. 8 plus 2 is 10.
My DC is higher than 10. It is
Alright.
16.
That'll 14 it should be.
Yes. So it is something of that. So anyone who's inside of that happened, and anyone 10 feet of that takes an extra 5d8. So you
Okay.
need me to start rolling d8s?
Yeah, until you hit a number, I'll tell you when to stop, and then that'll just be good enough. But just on the off chance that you roll once on
Okay.
every single one.
So it's 8d8.
Now you said a 60-foot radius?
No, this is
60
a
foot
line.
line.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do health.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
This is something different. So 2, 7, 9, 6,
That's 15. All right, yeah, you're good.
3,
You're good. That's enough. So, so
3, 2, 5, 4. So that's everyone inside of it. Everyone
Alright.
within 10 feet on that side.
I'm just gonna start killing them.
8, 4, 3, 4. Oh, that was it. It's just 4. So anyone on that side, and if they try and walk through it, anyone who's on this side of the wall, if they try and walk through it, they get it as well. And as a bonus action, I command Mildred to attack the nearest skeleton.
All right. So almost all of these guys. And that's our wall of blue fire there. And this one too. So only one of them is left alive on that side of the wall. That was pretty good.
And so a concentration spell, and it lasts for,
Wait. Does the 10-foot radius only apply to one side, or does it apply to both sides?
so on one side.
Oh, okay.
And so the idea is I can create a wall of fire, and they can't get through it unless they go through all that. But it is still there, so like if we push them back or something, they would take it.
Yeah.
But I can determine which side, and I picked that side. It lasts for up to a minute. It's concentration, so I'm going to keep it up so long as I have concentration.
All right. So you direct Mildred to attack
Attack, then
the
yeah,
one in front of her.
attack, yeah.
Okay, so she's gonna claw at it. That's a 9 to hit. That is a hit. She does 7 damage. That is enough to kill this one because this one already took 5 damage. Oh wait, no, actually it's not. It's only got 1 left. So okay, so that skeleton is in pieces, but it's not quite dead yet in front of her. Now it is the skeleton's turn. First skeleton in front of Mildred just lashes back out at her, clawing at her. That is an 8 plus. That is a 12 to hit. That is a match, so tie goes to the die, so Mildred takes 5 damage. All right. There's a skeleton in front of you who now is trying to bite you. That is a 9.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
not good.
All right.
14 AC.
These skeletons will gang up on you, Weston's character. Try that again. Oh, that one's a good one. So that is actually a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That hits, and you take 5 damage.
All right.
All right. I want to get your names again. Brendan? Brendan. Let me start using those as your names. Brendan and what's your name?
Baruch.
Sorry.
Baruch.
Okay. So Baruch takes 5 damage. Another skeleton steps up to bite at Baruch. This one, 12 to hit. Okay. Let's see. We got this one.
This is done.
No, it stays there for a minute.
Okay.
It's there or until it was
It's there.
concentration.
2, 4, 6. All right. The other other 6 skeletons. No.
Well,
there's
these
only
ones
5
can
left.
move past their
Yeah,
buddies.
they
if
can
you
move
go back.
past to attack and then they move back.
Okay.
So that's what they're going to do. I'm not going to move them all around to do that.
Okay.
But they're all coming after you.
Okay.
So they see you. You're the closest.
Okay.
We've got a 21 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. We've got another 21 to hit. We've got a 14 to hit.
Nope.
We've got an 18 to hit.
Yes.
And we've got a 1 to hit.
No.
So that's in there.
And that was 3 hits.
Yes, so that's 3 hits, so that's 15 more damage.
All right.
So you're taking 20 damage.
Okay.
Mildred has taken 5 damage, and Bringen has taken 0 damage. And that is it.
Okay. All right. So it's my turn now.
And yep, back to Maruk's turn.
Okay. So first, let's see here, so I can make sure I got all these guys figured out. Going to attack the first one in front of me with a let's see here, unarmed strike, which I am proficient in. Let's see here, and this would be 1d8, 1d4. Hang on. Make some changes real quick.
Okay.
Then I have like an unarmed strike. Let's see here.
What are you up to that? Clearly, your op doesn't have that.
Well, because it's weapons, and so I'm trying to figure out how I would add that as a weapon.
Do you need any pretzels over there? I just
Always
noticed
need pretzels.
all the snacks we got put on this side of the table.
All right, so I'm gonna attack the first one right in front of me with a punch. And that is a
It's all in the mud.
24 to hit.
That is a hit.
And let's see here. I'm going to roll damage also because I want to make sure, find out if I kill somebody or not. That is a 5 damage.
That one is not hit.
Okay.
That one had been untouched before.
Okay. I'm going to attack him again.
Mhm.
It's a, let's see here. I'm going to attack again. Make sure that it should include my proficiency bonus. So that'd be a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
So that is another 10 damage.
Okay. That skeleton crumbles to the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a key point to do flurry of blows, which allows me to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So let me jot that down. Should change the number. Why aren't you working? No, plus. All right. So another unarmed strike.
Okay.
That is 20 to hit.
Alright.
No, diagonal to me.
Okay.
Flip over. That is 8 damage.
That one is dead. Because that one had been hurt before.
Yep. And then I'll go for the next one up. This one right here.
Okay.
Right here. And that is a net critical 20.
Okay.
That is going to be 8 plus 9 plus 4, 13. 13 damage.
Okay. Skeleton just crumpling in front of you as you deal out death with your bare hands.
Yeah. And then I'm going to, let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, no, I can't do that. It's already my bonus action. Okay. And then at that point, I'm actually going to move behind him. Go stand behind Brendan. Yep. Yeah, back there.
All right.
Point of order.
Yes.
You're tracking my hit points.
Oh, I was tracking Mildred's hit points.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
As a Pact to the Fiend, when I reduce a creature to 0 hit points, and I did quite a few of them, I get temporary hit points equal to my charisma modifier plus my warlock level.
Okay.
So +3 plus 14. So I'm level 14 and 3 for my charisma. So I've got 17 temporary hit points. So temporary hit points
Wait,
don't stack.
For every single
No,
one?
no, no.
Oh.
Temporary hit points don't stack. I
Okay.
can never have more than 17 temporary hit points. But I have 17 temporary hit points on top of my hit points.
Sounds good.
For having reset. So I'm going to let out a guttural, savage yell and swing with my hacked great axe at this nearest guy. I've got the warlock incantation, life drinker, as well as thirsting blade. So thirsting blade, I can attack twice with my attack weapon instead of once when I use the attack action. And life drinker is I can add necrotic damage to my damage equal to my charisma modifier, which is 3. And so I'll get the D12 plus my strength plus the charisma modifier.
You know these are skeletons, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm impacted the Fiend Warlock.
Hey, no such thing as overkill.
That's I have that tattooed across my chest. I do have a tattoo of the skull and crescent moon. That's the symbol of I keep forgetting the dude's name.
I keep forgetting my god's name.
Sargos. Well, he's not my god. It's just a contract.
Oh, yeah, it just
Oh, goodness gracious me. That's 14.
yeah, it's dead.
Okay. D12 is 12 plus 5 plus 3. So that is
To the same pile of bones, to a different pile of bones.
That's to that same pile of bones.
Okay.
So that was the damage done.
They're coming into that.
And then 17 plus 10 is 27 to hit.
To another one?
Yeah, to the next one. So I take a step forward and swing at that next one.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to let Mildred fight that one.
This call.
So 2 plus 5 plus 3. So that is 10 damage.
Okay. It is not dead. That one is not dead.
Well then. That's unfortunate. So that is
Oh, wait, no. This one is, because this is part of the one that took the damage of the 5.
Yep.
From his burning hands.
And then
This one also had already received 5, and this one.
Yeah. I command Mildred to go ahead and attack.
Mildred attacks. She lashes out with her claws again. That is a 10 to hit. That hits. She deals more than 1 damage. This one is dead. This one's last bone. That is Mildred's roll. Now for the skeletons. Skeletons turn their attention to you. I'm going to leave them all there. They'll come at you with bites and claws. We have the same stats for each one. So to hit, we have 21,
21 does hit.
12,
12 does not.
and 22.
22 does.
You take 10 damage.
Okay. So I've got
not even
7.
into your temporary yet.
Yeah.
Or not through your temporary yet. And then we are back to the top with Varuk.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to
Here. So you said 10 damage.
So is that just one guy who got trapped behind the line?
Yeah, there's one guy.
He can try and walk through.
All right, so I'm going to attack with my Let's see here.
Oh, I need to do a concentration save. I saved. So I had to get greater than 5
There we go.
because I took 10 damage.
Okay. Let's see here. So I'm going to make unarmed strike, punching at the skeleton. That is a 21 to hit,
Okay, yep, that hits.
and that does 12 damage.
Not quite all the way down yet.
Okay, I punch him again. That is 16
Yes, that
to
hits.
hit, and it does 11 damage.
He's gone.
All right, I move up to the next guy. I'm going to use my bonus action, roundhouse kick, and I do a 19
That hits.
to hit, and that is a 11 damage.
11 damage. He is gone.
And I'm going to back up, back over behind him again. So yeah, and actually I'll go all the way back just so I got 2 people in front of me.
All right.
Yeah, right there. All right, that's me.
All right. Brendan.
I would like to lower my shoulder and charge and push the skeleton into the wall of fire.
All right.
And so I don't know if that's a
We'll
strength,
do a
if
strength
that's
contest.
athletics, a
Yeah.
strength contest.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's do it. Oh, goodness gracious me. I only rolled a 12.
I got a 9. So good.
All right, fair enough.
So, all right. So the skeleton falls back into the wall of fire,
Taking, what was it, 8d8?
approximately 1 billion damage.
8d8.
Yes.
What it was. You need me to roll 8d8?
No, we're gonna say that 88 went above 13.
Okay,
That's
so I get another 17.
Like I said, unless you rolled a 1 every time.
Yeah, I get 17 more temporary hit points. So that replaces the 6 temporary hit points I still have left. So I'm back to 118. And then I drop concentration on that. And I command Mildred to start dousing the lanterns.
Okay. Mildred makes her way around the room, douses the lanterns. You guys see no more skeletons. The wall of singed carcasses would smell good had that fire not lasted so long. There's definitely some burned and charred pieces hanging from the ceiling. But there is some that looks to be cooked quite nicely if you want to just tear off any lamb's legs.
Yeah, that's totally done. I start eating a little bit.
Yeah.
And you said there's some meat and wine. I
Yes,
I
there
drink some
are
of that as
barrels of meat around and some flagons of wine.
that was fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a bite myself. I said we see this through the door.
Someone doesn't want us in there. When someone doesn't want me in someplace, that's where I most want to go.
After you.
So yeah, I doused all the.
Yep. The storeroom is now
so
dark.
completely dark, which I
With
like.
just a little flicker of light coming from the stairwell.
Out there,
Yeah, out
is
there.
there a door or something I can
Yep.
block that light?
There's no door on this side. Only a door
Okay.
at the top of the stairs.
I push some of this stuff and barricade as best I can to block some of that light.
Okay.
Can you see in the complete dark?
Yes.
Excellent. I
Yeah.
like you.
My eyes glow red. You can kind of see them in the darkness.
Down. I can see in darkness or magical darkness up to 120 feet. Like it's bright light. Okay, so I tell Mildred to follow me, and we're going through this. Yeah. What is Pirates of the Caribbean?
Ah, it is Pirates of the Caribbean. Are you following that?
Yeah.
All right. I know it's pitch black, but are you invisible also?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn myself invisible.
All right. So you guys go through that. As you approach the room, again, the smell gets stronger. It is, yeah, garbage, refuse, rotting, everything, falling through there, or, come wafting through the door.
Okay.
You guys enter the room,
Well, so he opens the door. Do we see anything?
opens the door. You can make out, lots of trash on the ground. You can still hear people partying overhead. There's a light, just a torch and a stand just inside the door on your right. You can see standing in the middle of the room a skeleton, that one that had gotten away, that was trapped on the other side of the wall, that hadn't been incinerated, is now standing in the middle of that room. And there are some just piles of garbage and waste around.
Okay. So if I walk into this, seeing this, let's see here. So what do you? You're in front of me because you opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
Opening it up, you see the skeleton. Do you do anything at first?
Probably gonna kill it unless you tell me not to.
I tell. No, I'll just watch.
I cast Create Bonfire, and in a 5-foot cube on the skeleton, I just light a fire.
Okay.
It's a cantrip. Create Bonfire. I just dex save.
12.
12 does not save, so it's 1d8 fire damage. No, actually, it's 1d8 fire damage at first level, but I cast everything at highest level. So
Probably
it's
1d8 per level.
increases when you reach 5th and 11th by 1d8.
Oh.
And so it's 3d8. 2, 4,
That's it.
3 is
Nine.
9 damage. 9 fire damage.
All right. It is still alive.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to it and do a flying kick through the air. And what I just do a normal unarmed strike for that. That's a 27. to hit.
Yep, that hits.
No, he had a 29
That
AC.
That is 6 damage.
Okay. It's dead. You're
I
still-
became visible when I did that, but I immediately go invisible. again.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
turned the bonfire off, and I
So there's
doused the
and you douse the torch.
torch.
All right. You're now in a room that is completely black, other than what you can now see on the far side of the room, just a pale sliver of light, and you feel a cool breeze, and you can tell that there is a door that goes outside, or something that appears to go outside, and you can hear some water moving. This is probably the dump point, a hole in the ground or something, hole in the wall where they are throwing the dirt or the refuse into the trash, or into the river, the trash into the river.
So looking around, we see some means of getting over there.
You can just walk across no, it's just,
Oh, okay.
it's just a big room.
Okay.
The room that you're in now is about double the size of the one of the storeroom that you came from.
Mhm. Are we in pitch black at this point?
Yes,
Okay.
and now it is pitch black other than that. Just
Okay.
a faint sliver that tells you,
Mhm.
just a little bit of moonlight glinting off of the river that's,
Okay.
just over there, and it's nighttime, so there's not a whole lot of light. Not any light there.
Okay.
I'm standing by my ship.
Okay.
Are you still by the door?
Yeah, no, I'll walk in the room.
All right. You're standing in the middle of the room,
Mhm.
because that's where the skeleton was.
Yes.
As you, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say, can you move quietly?
Yes.
As,
And then I like very blatantly go, I don't know about her though.
Say, perhaps let me take the lead on this. And so, being invisible,
but on.
Mhm.
So He's now reached the middle of the room with Mildred. The three of you are standing there.
Mhm.
You just asked if he could move quietly. And you hear another voice say, "Oh, that won't be necessary." And standing on top of the three large piles of trash around you, you see a bone collective and two whites.
Okay.
So a bone collective is just a mass of bones
Okay.
that it can kind of vary in shape, anywhere from a bone blob to a humanoid figure. So it just kind of moves in shapes.
Yeah, but I rolled a 26 on my stealth check.
So you're very quiet though. And then the two whites are what appear to be dead soldiers that have been resurrected
Okay.
on the sides.
But a bone collective, huh?
Yeah.
There's one bone collective and two.
One bone collective and two whites. The bone collective is on the larger pile in front of you near the exit to the river.
Okay.
And then the whites are kind of flanking you guys diagonally. So if we wanted to, we would need to double the size of this room and then turn it
We can do that.
to be.
So what are the dimensions? I have some larger pieces that might just make life easier.
Yeah. So you guys are over here.
And what are the dimensions of the room?
So that's gonna be. So do 50 by 60.
Here, these ones. I was gonna try and move for interest rate. 50 by 60.
And then we'll use these to denote just the trash piles.
So if you need me to roll or something like that, if I see them and recognize them, would I recognize them as a fiend? Any of those three to be of the fiend type? And if I need to roll religion or something like that, I will.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
Purple worm.
Just debating how much flavor I'm gonna use.
Yeah, whites aren't fiends. I'm gonna check out the bone collective.
Okay.
Had to charge my phone up a little bit. I don't think that they are. But
Like I said, I don't mind rolling for that.
well, since I haven't dealt with the bone collective before, I don't want to be wrong about it.
Maybe. I'm trying to find one that actually makes sense.
Nope, they're not fiends. So you don't recognize any of them as fiends?
Well, that is good.
It looks like there's a barrier right there, but there's not. It's just rather than having the dungeon floor, I figured it would be something like that, more like stone. But, where did we enter in? Are we like in the middle of it, or where?
Yeah, so you guys are in the middle, and you've got an exit to the river on this.
Here, there's some river tiles. If it makes sense to have a river.
It's just a little hole in the wall
Oh.
that you can see the river.
Where would we have entered from?
And so you guys entered in this corner right here, but are now in the middle. All right.
Just visually.
Yeah, you're now in the middle, and you've got that one's a pile. Just for the record. And here's one white. And we'll make this one another white. And we'll do this one as the Bone Collective, even though it is not a skeleton, it is something different.
All right.
Okay. So the Bone Collective has actually spoken to you. That's where the voice is coming from. Its bones, it is taking a humanoid appearance, but you can see that its bones are, since you guys can see well enough in the dark, that its bones are kind of constantly moving. Just slipping in and out of each other.
Okay.
It's keeping its form intact, by some sort of means other than them actually being connected.
So I had turned it invisible, and as soon as they appear, I back up. Do I sense that they are visually tracking me?
Nope.
If I move over here, I don't sense that they keep an eye on me.
No, they're not.
Okay. What are they looking at?
Right now, they're looking at the middle.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the
we-
little crosses represent as if that was a border of a square. Your reference.
This room, for the record, is difficult terrain due to the garbage and refuse strewn about.
Okay.
The Bone Collector goes, "Oh, did one of you have to leave already?"
He's a coward. But you're gonna die. And so I attack.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure about that. Also, I'm made up of bones. We already did at some point.
Yeah, you're gonna be funny. And so I rush to attack.
Okay, attacking the Bone Collector?
I attack the Bone Collective.
Okay, I'll give you one advance round since you're rushing in, but then we'll roll initiative after that. Sound good?
Yes. Yeah,
I'm gonna clean up a little bit here.
that sounds fine.
While you're doing stuff.
Um,
I'm
so
waiting at the moment. I'm not.
okay, so and I'm mentally.
No.
Oh,
I didn't just want to more.
Bonus action, I tell Mildred to attack.
Did I bring it up?
Oh, I guess that's all.
Okay, you tell them no worries.
Yeah, Mildred did attack the nearest white, and I go after the Bone Collective.
Okay.
So I swing with my hack weapon axe. If it's got any kind of, this is considered magical. Jim with crickets. All right, well that's a 12.
That's a 12. That is a miss on a Bone Collector.
I spit at the Bone Collective. And
As an action, you get nothing else.
That hits.
yeah,
That's-
that's unfortunate. I rolled a 1 and a 2
Oh man, for your attacks.
for my attacks.
All right. All right. 6. All right.
Would you look at
What do you guys for initiative?
that? 11. 22. In just in case it matters, evidently my name's been Brinjar this entire time.
You spelled it wrong?
No.
Oh, you're reading it wrong.
I wrote it at 2:00 this afternoon, and hadn't thought about it since.
No, I like Brendan.
I like Brinjan as well. Evidently, it was always Brinjar. I told you that intelligence and wisdom are throwaway stats.
Oh, no moment. All right. Sounds good. So we are at the top of the order, though, with Brendan.
It's Brinjar. So I attacked him with my. So I'm assuming I'm right there.
What size is he? Like, where would he actually be? Is he
Oh,
maybe just a medium size?
He's small. So yeah.
Well, medium, do you mean? Or you actually mean small?
Just normal. Is what I mean.
Just medium size.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to once again try to attack him with my pack axe. much better with 28.
Okay, that one is a hit.
And then 15 plus 10 is 25.
Okay.
So I do damage. 11 plus 5 plus 3 necrotic if it matters. Do you need me to separate necrotic out?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
So
So
you do an extra 19.
so 11 plus what's that?
I said that you do an extra 19 because you said 11 plus 5 plus 3.
So 11 plus 5 plus 3. So only an extra 8 to the 11.
So you did 19.
So I did 5 for my strength modifier. I've got 20 strength.
Oh, I thought you said you did 25 damage.
No, 25 to hit
Oh, okay.
for my
okay.
second.
Got
So
it.
that was so I did 2 attacks. Right?
Okay.
So one of them was whatever it was 19 plus 10, so 29,
Okay.
and then the other one was 25, so 15 plus 10, and then 15 plus 10 was 25 to hit. So now this is my first attack damage.
Okay.
11 on my d12 plus 5 plus 3.
Okay. So that'd be 19.
So 5 for my strength modifier and 3 for my constitution necrotic damage.
Got
And then for my second one, 1 plus 5 plus 3 is an additional
it. 9.
9.
Okay.
But I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Because once per long rest, I can hurl through hell. When you hit a creature with an attack, you may choose to use this ability to send the creature to the lower planes. At the end of your turn, at the end of your next turn, the creature returns from the lower planes to occupy where he was, or space. At the end of your next turn, the creature returns to the space it previously occupied on the nearest unoccupied space. While it is gone, it takes 10d10 psychic damage. So literally, until the end of my next turn, he is in hell. So I'm not gonna roll 10d10 psychic damage that I will take while it is in hell.
And I'm not going to penalize you because I was the one who forgot this, but you guys are just going to be doing a Constitution save on your throws just because of the tension of it. So
Okay.
I forgot to have you do that. And
Well,
then-
I can do that at the end of my turn.
Yeah, well, it'll affect disadvantage on an attack roll.
Okay. 5, 6, 8, 16, 19, 22, 24, 27, 33, and then 42. So 42 damage
Okay.
that he'll take while he's in hell, and he's banished until the end of my next turn.
Okay. The end of your next turn. All right. It is now Baruch's turn. Go ahead and do a Constitution save. It's a relatively low DC, but Constitution save.
Constitution save. Shoot.
Yeah. It's only a DC 10, but if you kill it, you'll have disadvantage on the next
Just
attack
in
roll.
case it's relevant. Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Of course, that's when you roll the 20.
Yeah.
All right.
A critical save.
You're still
It smells like cinnamon buns to you.
Dude,
You're
cinnamon
energized.
buns- warm cinnamon buns is a good smell.
It is.
Okay.
Harkening back to your days as a young man outside of the Cinnabon, you are filled with happy memories.
Yeah. All right. So, would I have to do anything to traverse this mound right here, or I can just run up and?
You can run up it. It's difficult terrain in between
Yep.
your two spots.
Okay. Then I am going to run up to him. 10, 15, 20. Right there. You said it's difficult terrain?
Yes.
So that would take 40. I've got a movement speed of 55.
Okay.
So I'm able to I get up to him and I'm going to make an unarmed strike. Actually, what I'm going to do, punch, punch him once. 11 to hit.
It's a miss.
Lame. Punch again. That is a 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
Let's see here. Because I don't want to waste my action. That's a 9. 9 damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I only got one hit there. Okay. Then I'm going to spend a key point. Actually, no. What am I going to do? No. Then I'm going to use a bonus action to make another unarmed strike. Again, that is a 20 to hit.
Mhm.
And I do 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, let's see here. Then I'm going to, I'm trying to decide where I want to go. I'm going to move away from him so he can get an opportunity strike on me. I had 15 feet of movement left, so if I get half of that, I can move. Let's see, I used 40, so yeah, so I would have 15 left. So if I just moved away, well, I won't move away from him. I'll spend a key point to use the dodge action on my turn.
Okay.
So I'm dodging.
So when it starts to attack you, it's like that.
Yep.
All right. Which it is the white's turn. The white in front of you will attack you.
So did we skip Mildred?
Oh, we did. I am sorry.
No, it's
My
okay.
bad. Mildred, you told her to attack the
I
white.
told her to attack the nearest one.
That's going to be this one. She's going to be able to reach that. It's only 15 feet. She's got a movement of 30. So she will attack it. And that is a 12 to hit, which is a miss. Sorry.
I don't expect much from Michael, but I do want her to try.
All right. So the white attacking you, I rerolled that. That is going to be a 14 to hit with his sword
Against who?
against you.
That's a miss.
That is a miss.
Mhm.
Okay. Then the other white. Let's see. She got something special here. I want to see if it'll work on the Google, or if there's anything special where like it doesn't work on undead. No. Okay. So it just uses its sword against Mildred. Since Mildred's in front of it, it's going to attack the closest thing. And that's going to be a 14 to hit. That does hit. Mildred now takes takes 7 damage. All right. It is the Bone Collector's turn. And then went to the top. That was the Bone Collector.
That was Bone Collector literally in hell,
Yes.
taking its whatever it was, 40 psychic damage,
Yeah.
which is actually under what you would expect with 10d10.
Yeah.
So I rolled
It was
low on that.
below average.
So it is my turn.
We're to the top of the order again with Brinjar.
Okay, so am I within 60 feet of the white?
Yes, you are.
Okay, then I point my finger.
Which one? You've got 2. Actually, equal
Um,
distance from both of them.
You said end of your next turn?
This-
yeah, so until the end of my
Go
turn.
ahead, roll a Constitution save.
Okay.
Doug.
Yep.
See-
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
14.
And then
So I stay where I am.
which one do you want? This one's
I'm
taking
gonna
damage.
do this one. No, I'm gonna, and I point my finger at it,
Okay.
and I use my last Mystic Arcanum to do Finger of Death.
Okay.
And so I need a con save from the white. And we're going after an EC of 16.
Okay. Nope, that's a 9.
Okay, then you will take the full damage, 78 plus 30.
78 plus 30.
Plus 30.
Okay.
What does a D8 look like? That appears to be a D8. 6, 1, so 7. 6 is 13. 1 is 14. 8 is 14 plus 8 is 22. 2 is 24. One more. 5 is 20. 24 plus 5 is 29. Plus 30 is
It's dead.
59. That is why they call it Finger of Death.
It's dead. Mildred looks very pleased at herself.
Excellent. Is it a humanoid?
It is.
Yeah,
It's actually, it was a human, in fact.
but it is considered
It
a
is,
humanoid.
yes, it is a humanoid.
So it is
Just
no
so you know,
longer
life
now.
actually used to be the word for person.
It is now a zombie and is under my control
Oh, okay.
because I killed it with Finger of Death. And so it obeys verbal commands. So I give a mental command to Mildred to attack the other white, and I give a verbal command to my zombie to attack the other white.
All right. Just look at the zombie here.
I should conjure elemental. It just sounds board full of. That'd be pretty cool. We're just watching DM play and stuff.
So just a regular zombie.
So a humanoid killed by the spell rises at the start of the start of my next turn as a zombie, permanently under your command, following
Okay.
verbal orders. I'm literally gonna walk out of this party dragging
The zombie.
a zombie in a cool. Yeah, it was a good party. You go back to what's his name?
Johan.
Johan. Great party, Johan.
Killer party.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, dude, we got a Schwarzenegger one-liner. So yeah, I will mentally command Mildred to start moving to attack.
Okay.
So my next turn is when the zombie will rise.
That's as close as we can get due to the difficulty.
That's fine.
All right. It is now.
The end of my next turn,
Wait, so the end of your turn is he back
yeah,
now?
he's not come back.
So he's now back.
Back.
What was that for?
Fun. It was fun for me.
Well. All right.
Okay, all right, well.
1,500. Johan's getting me 2,000 gold for doing this, so really just fun and money. They're kind of what's the thing when two words mean the same thing?
Homophones.
Ye-
Homonyms.
Yeah, so one of them is fun and money.
Fun. Well, Johan is, that's all blood money. Not that you care.
Yeah, that's the same thing. All money is blood money.
So we go to Farouk's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh yeah, this guy's a zombie.
At the start of my next turn.
strike the guy in front of me again. Punch in the face. Oh, crit 20.
Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 4 is 9 damage.
2.
No, 9 damage.
Oh, I know. So, okay.
9 damage. Again. You see me rolling this.
I think the way that it is-
20. 3 plus 6 plus 4, 10 damage.
Okay.
And use my, let's see here. Let's see here. I'll spend a key point to like how does he look? Looking at him, does he look like
He is just wavering.
Okay.
He is not hanging on by much.
I'm gonna spend a key point to do flurry of blows. So I get 2 unarmed strikes. That's 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Does 12 damage.
All right, that's enough. Just for
Okay.
so that white crumples to the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna run
Now re-dead.
with my last attack. Run up to this guy
Okay.
here and make my last unarmed strike. That is a 26,
That is a hit.
and it does 5 damage.
All right. -5. All right.
Yeah. Oh, and I realized I used a bonus action to do another attack, and then I spent a key point to do the dodge action. You still missed with your, or did you roll twice whenever you were trying to attack me?
No, I only rolled once.
You should have had disadvantage because of my dodge, but technically I shouldn't have had it anyway. So it ended up not being. You forgot, and I didn't realize
Yeah.
it. So
I also forgot to make you roll
ended up being
your
really-
Constitution save on this.
well, 18.
You
plus-
pass. It's a DC 12, just for the record.
Yeah, and I have a +8 to my
Constitution
So
save.
literally, if you don't roll
I'd have to
one,
yeah. So literally, the critical failure is the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, but I will move back away. Over
Can
here.
you move that much?
I have 55 feet of movement, and I was right here.
Yeah.
And so that would be, I'm going to
10.
double everything 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, all right, well, I'll just do that. I'm right over here.
All right. The Bone Collective lashes out at you, Brain Jar, swarming around you. Its body just bursts into pieces, ripping at your flesh with all its little bits. That's a critical hit. All right.
well then,
You feel grains of sand against you is what it feels like, as none of the sharp parts again. But it attacks the second time because it does have multi-attack. So we're gonna try this again. All right, that one though is a critical. Isn't that great? It's a skull. If you go to 20 on these dice, that fancy little dice.
that works.
Yeah. So that one's a 20 for the swarm. All right. So I was having it do just the average damage so that I didn't have to roll a bunch of dice. But you have rolled all the dice every time.
Oh, I'll do whatever. I mean,
So, well, if I do the standard damage, it's 114 damage on a critical.
oh really?
Because it's 57 damage is the standard for a swarm by the Bone Collector.
Was the swarm his first attack?
Yes,
But he critically failed.
it did, but he gets 2 attacks.
But the second one's considered swarm as well.
Yes.
Okay. All right then.
That is a massive amount of damage.
It's a little bit.
What is the attack? What is this?
It's swarm. So Bone Collective can act as a swarm composed of smaller elements, or it can grant a single member called an Exarch control, acting as a singular creature, changing between forms, takes an action. The swarm form, the Bone Collective no, sorry, that was something else. Swarm attack. That was a swarm action. Sorry.
Okay.
Swarm attack. +8 to hit. It has to move to your space to do it. One creature in the swarm space hit 57 or 8d12 plus 5 piercing damage. Or actually, hold on, I'm going to need to do some math. I need to see if you have it below half health. Because,
57 or 8d12 plus 5. How is that an average attack?
oh, that's what I have.
8d12
Yeah.
is 96. So half of 96, I guess it'd be 50. Okay. No, because
Half of 96.
half of 96 would be
48.
48.
Yeah.
Plus 5 would be 53. I mean, it's still a lot.
Yeah. No,
Um,
I was just looking ahead on here as the average 57, but 8d12 plus 5 is the official what it hits. But I need to do the math to see if it's below half because then it takes a different amount of damage. Let me math real quick. Because you have done a fair amount of damage to it. 50, 60, 75. 75. It is below half, so it's only going to be 31 damage for it.
Doubled is 60.
62.
62.
Yeah.
So 118 minus 62.
okay, so that's how I did it, because D12
Is
average is
12.
6.5
Yeah.
times 8 is 47 is 52. Plus 5 is 57. So how much did it do?
Well, it did the second one because it's below half, so 31.
Oh, that saved you.
Yeah, it did.
Or saved him, I mean.
It did, otherwise you would have had 4 health points left. Yeah, if the Bone Collective has half its hit points or fewer, it only does 4d12 plus 5.
Okay.
You must make a successful Constitution save, or else you're going to be poisoned.
Yeah, no, I totally did.
Okay.
Okay, con save.
Yep. DC 15.
I didn't, because that's a 7, so that's a 9.
All right, so you will have disadvantage on your next attack.
Okay.
So that works.
So he's poisoned now?
Yes, so he is poisoned now.
Okay.
The Bone Collective is going to move back up. It's going to reform, swarming away from you. It reforms there. That is the end of its turn.
Okay.
There are no whites left to deal with. It is now top of the order with Baruch.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, Brinjar. That's the wrong one.
Alright,
That was our old
so
Brinjar, it is your turn.
my zombie rises. I command it to attack.
Okay.
Verbally, I mentally command my ghoul to attack.
Okay, the zombie is going to attack. That is a 19 to, no, it's a 22 to hit. That is a hit. That is 4 damage.
And I cast. Do I cast? Let's see.
All right, your ghoul is going to come up the other side. Good. And it will attack. Clawing. Unfortunately, that is a critical fail. So she misses with her claws. But now Brinjar, is your turn to attack.
Do I attack?
You know what? I'm just gonna attack. That took me a bit. I roar in frustration and say, "What do you have against Johan?"
It betrayed all of us. Or he betrayed all of us.
How did he betray you?
He sold us out to that queen
What is your goal here?
just to make him suffer.
No, I'm down for that. He's gonna pay me 2,500 gold. If you pay me more than 2,500 gold, I'll walk out right now and help you.
I don't have any gold.
Axe. That was a 10.
Yeah.
And so 10 plus 10 is 20.
That hits.
And 7 plus 10 is 17.
Okay. 17 damage.
No,
Oh.
17 took for my second attack.
Okay, those both hit.
They both hit. Okay, so first attack. 4 plus 5 plus 3 is 9, 12. And 11 plus 5 plus 3 is 19. So those are my 2 attacks. And I guess I'm done.
All right, Baruch, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to just kick him right in the bone. Oh no, 1. All right.
Critical fail.
Well, I get really angry.
Oh yeah, you were poisoned. You're supposed to have disadvantage on one of those attacks.
Valid.
Oh yeah, I always forget my constitution.
15. So that's lower than. So it's 25. So those two, that was higher.
Okay.
So that was with
Yes, you're
disadvantage.
fine.
So you forgot to ask me about my constitution.
Yeah,
save.
your constitution
We
save.
could say that 1 was my constitution save,
Yeah,
and I
I'm
failed
good.
it. So now I have
Disadvantage.
what is the
It smells really bad in here, just messing with your head.
okay. All right.
It's 6 weeks of party cast off,
Let's see.
and the helpers have been dying. That was like one of the lights that.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a key point and I get to re-roll it. So yeah, that's a save.
You're good.
So you said key point real quick. Key point.
I like your song.
I do too.
Okay.
Ever
All right.
since Emperor's New Groove, I do my own theme song.
Okay. Then I'm gonna strike. There's a 12 to
That's a
hit.
miss.
12. Attack again. That is a 26
That is a hit.
to hit. That does. Oh man. We'll call it 1. 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna spend another key point
Okay.
to do flurry of blows because why not? Flurry of blows. I'm gonna do like a double roundhouse kick. Yeah. So
Okay.
man, that's a 12, and that is a 16.
16 to hit or 16
Yeah,
to
16 to hit.
That's a miss.
16 hit misses. Oh, okay.
16.
I missed. I got cocky. Okay.
Don't get cocky, kid.
All right. All right. And I'm gonna sit back behind.
Bring it.
Okay.
So I haven't played a warlock this frequently, in fact, never, and so I forgot this. What type of weapon does this guy have?
The bone collection?
Yes.
So they're melee weapons, but if they're melee attacks, it's no
Like unarmed.
it's
Okay,
fully
but
unarmed.
what kind of damage is being causing me?
Oh,
Bludgeoning,
so the
piercing.
swarm, I believe, was piercing damage. Let me double check.
Okay. Then having not declared this earlier, I now do my fiendish resilience and choose to be piercing damage.
Choose piercing damage?
So yeah,
So that only does half to you now.
it will. I didn't declare it earlier, but
Yeah, it's piercing.
it doesn't say as an action. It just says you choose one type, and I can switch it later on. So it's going to be piercing.
So for the record, it has 2 piercing attacks and 1 slashing attack.
Piercing sounds great. It did a lot of damage with piercing. I don't want more of that. So I choose that. I choose you. And then, yeah, I'm just going to keep swinging. So con save, 12. 2 attacks with my axe.
And my
19.
That's a hit.
And 12.
That's a miss.
1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9 damage.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Yes. Now you've got your zombie though. That's a miss. And the ghoul. That's a critical. So that is going to be 14 damage that she deals.
The best part about having like undead minions is like they do stuff I don't have to pay them or feed them or if they really annoy me, I can just tell their head.
All
You're
right.
saying that this should be like inaction.
Inaction.
Yeah. Yeah. Like blurry in the background, you see them like fighting the guy. What's going on?
You're invisible. I'm just gonna talking.
I'm like, oh, you
once more.
Still focused on you. The swarm worked well before.
I disagree.
So it's gonna try swarming again. All right. That is a 23 to hit.
23 to hit does hit.
That's it. So that'd be 31 points.
Okay. However,
Cut in half.
cut in half.
So it'd be 15 or 16.
Okay, 16 to hit.
Yes.
All right.
See?
So I'm going to take that and I'm going to react.
Okay. You can
And
react to that damage.
I can react to that damage.
Okay.
This hurts so much.
Yeah, my reaction is to scream.
It's my reaction.
No, I'm just sick of taking
What?
damage and it's hurting. And so I'm going to hellishly rebuke. One reaction. In response to damage by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. I think that's the case. I point my finger. Everything I do is like a pointing finger.
You do.
Make the pinky.
It is.
You roll for the super.
Or the thumb.
Yeah. Alright, so I point my thumb at them.
Like a politician.
The creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dex save, and it takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. For every level above second, it takes one additional d10, and so this would be 7th level.
So
And
5, so 7 d10.
so 2d10.
plus 5 is.
No, for every above. So second level or higher. So 1d10, 2 to 7. So that's an additional 5,
Right.
and then 2. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, okay.
7d10.
All right. So that is 18 plus 5, that's 23.
23 is above, so you get half, which is unfortunate, of my
Yeah.
7d10.
extra d10 you can roll just for
9. 3 is 12. 8
Whatever the
is
highest number on
20.
these dice there is a special thing.
10 is 30. 2 is 32. 10 is 42. Half is 21.
Which I didn't realize, I don't know if they're on sale.
Oh, yeah.
But I need to take my 15 damage.
All right. Okay. Yeah, pretty close here.
I just don't like taking damage.
Mhm.
So
I mean, no one really does like taking damage.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, but not everyone can surround it with hellish flame when they do it.
Also true.
So, I mean, they may not like it, but I do something about it.
Okay. It does not like that, but it's
So
not.
he reacts and screams, ah! And you erupt in flames.
So the great thing is, I already sent him to hell, and then I brought hellish flames here. Like everywhere this guy goes, he's undead. He's literally into hell anyway.
Yeah, this thing is not liking you. It decides to slash out at you with its claws.
No, it pierces me with this claws.
And that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, I just put on more armor and took a shield.
That's so close.
Yeah,
So close.
so that's
If it were to hit, that would be 25 slashing damage.
if it were, and it's piercing damage. That's what I heard.
Can you use multi-attack every time?
Yeah. It's the big boss. But yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'm not.
That's the end of the Bone Clerk's turn. We now
No,
go
it's
up.
not. I react again. I only have one reaction per turn. I don't have a reaction left.
Okay. But it's now Bridger's turn to act. Or he just acts.
Finally.
Finally, right? Yeah.
All he has to do is hit it. We'll see if he can.
As long as he doesn't give it a health potion, I think we'll take it.
You attack critical fail. You accidentally give it a health potion. No, not that bad a deal. Not that bad. No, kind of
While he's figuring out what he's gonna do, I just run in front of him and knock him out of the way. I punch the guy
Do it.
right in the throat.
Hey,
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna act.
That's a critical.
So okay, no, hold on. It was 5 plus 2 is 7, so I get disadvantage. That was my con save. So disadvantage on attack. 18. 7 plus 10 is 17.
17 hits.
10. So 20. So
Yep.
I hit with both.
As
11 plus 3
As you,
plus
it's a
5.
great axe, right?
Yeah.
As you slice through the bone collected, it erupts into fragments that get shot out across the room.
That's good because I can use the temporary hit points again.
And everything is still and dark, pitch black. And the only sound you can hear is the sound of a couple rats scurrying around and the garbage, something from the partiers upstairs, and a little trickle of water as the river rushes by outside with a little hole in the floor on the far side of the wall from you, where trash is emptied into it.
Okay.
You have defeated this dungeon.
Okay.
So I was thinking about taking my undead and dancing a little bit. Mildred looks like she could move.
I turn invisible.
I got undead at the party. Well, it's a party. That's what you do.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna collect my 3,000 gold.
Okay.
Yeah. So I tell my undead friends to wait here, and say to the great nothingness that is my new compatriot in hidden form. You want to go talk to Johan with me? I'm walking to Johan,
Okay.
and I'm going to let him know what is happening downstairs.
His office is empty. No one has seen him for an hour.
I go through his drawers.
Okay. Going through his drawers. You do find several sacks of gold that total about 800.
Yeah, I know.
There's little else of value in there other than, of course, the deed to the hall and the property where you guys are. But the rumor is that Johan has left town.
Okay, I leave town.
He appears to follow
I'm going to out of town.
This will be an infinite shot.
I'm going to
I know that you're trying to say the game is over.
Yeah, that's what
We
I
are
was
going
going
to spend the
for.
next 6 hours chasing down Johan.
Johan the Bard, just in case you ever got into a fight with him, just so you know, Johan was just
Was it hard?
just a level 5 bard. So I mean, he wasn't designed to be fought, but there were
There
stats
was
for
stats
it.
for him. So that's the end.
Yep, that's the end.
All right. It
Yeah,
was good.
that's good. You guys liked it?
I did.
Okay.
I think the hardest part was that we're like not familiar with these classes, and so we're like trying to figure out all
What
this
can I
stuff.
do?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
nice turn.
fiendish resilience, I used at the very end.
Yeah.
But you know, the one shots are a great place to try out new things like that.
Because I'm probably going to end up rolling a warlock soon.
I feel like you say that with every character. You like every one of them that you roll.
Yes, that's a valid point. I play in that shiny nature of like, ooh, look at that. Yeah. Ooh, that's shiny. Plus, while we were playing, my wife texted me, if you have a happy farmer, does that make him a jolly rancher? And that's a funny joke. So
That is an old joke.
that's a funny joke right there. You know, it also included a gif of Nick Offerman chuckling. So, I mean, there's always that.
All right.
I hadn't really explored a monk class before. I
Did you enjoy it?